shit.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Rockin' this shit. Yeah.
Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Man, this shit is too easy. I'm on go, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, 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 Vigi. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. I'm on my grind, bitch, I'm working. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. You niggas weak, cause they be churching. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144.
If George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin go to the same heaven, then God is not just, man.
Right.
How the hell the oppressor and the one that's oppressed go to the same heaven?
Right.
How the hell the murderer and the one that's murdered go to the same heaven, man? That ain't just, man, if that's how God operate. Let me tell you something, black man, that's not how God operate. I'm getting ready to read it to you in the Bible. You black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, God said that you got enemies. Let me show you in the Bible what God said about your enemies, man. And your enemy ain't your brother, you understand, in poverty with you. Your enemy ain't your brother in the project with you, that's on drugs with you. Your enemy is your oppressors, man. Your enemy is those who don't look like you. Those that ain't of your nation, that ain't of your race. The ones that's in the ghetto with you, the ones that's on drugs with you, the one that's poor with you, that's your goddamn brother, man.
That's right.
You understand? The white man is your enemy. The Arab, the Chinese, the African.
That's right.
They the ones create the stage for us to play on. We murder each other. They got something called black on black crime. But we wouldn't murder each other if the white man wasn't the devil.
Right.
And painted the stage, created the stage, and put us in a certain condition for us to be poor. You understand? If we wasn't so poor, we wouldn't hate each other. We wouldn't be so angry towards one another. You understand? That's why we murder each other, because the white man is the devil. Not because we're evil people. But let me tell you what God said about your enemy, man. Read.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 10.
It's in the Bible. Go ahead.
Never trust thy enemy.
That's
God
right.
said don't ever trust your enemy, man. That's in the Bible, man. I know you thought that God said love everybody and love the white man who murdered you in the street. But
Right.
God said what?
Never trust thy enemy.
Don't never trust your enemy, man. And like I said earlier, a black man and a black man is not enemies. A black man and Hispanic is not enemies. A black man and a Native American, we not enemies. We one nation of people. We supposed to be down for each other, man. But God said what?
Never trust thy enemy.
Who was your enemy? The so-called white man, the oppressor. You understand? The so-called white man, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Arab, the African, everybody who ain't you. That's your enemy. And God said never trust your enemy. Go ahead.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
For like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Meaning you can't get rid of the white man's wickedness. You can't get rid of your enemy's wickedness, man. You understand? It's like you can't get rid of rust. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Though he humble himself.
Though he humble himself, he may give you food stamps, a stimulus check, $1,400, $600, $1,200. Though he humble himself, what?
And go crouching.
And go crouching, meaning he humble himself and he go crouching, he make himself small like he innocent.
Right.
Though he do those things, what?
He humble himself and go crouching. Yet take good heed.
Pay attention to the white man. Even though he humble himself, Joe Biden give you $1,400, take his money. Understand? Donald Trump give you $1,200, $600, whatever it is, take his money. He humble himself, but the Bible said what?
Never trust thy enemy.
Never trust your enemy, black man. You understand? The white man owe you more than $1,400. The white man owe you his goddamn life, man.
That's right.
The white man owe you his blood. The white man owe you his labor, man, for making your great grandmama work in them cotton fields. Your grandmama working them cotton fields. You understand? I'm 30 years old. My great grandmama was a sharecropper, picked cotton for the white man in West Tennessee. That's my great grandmother. Show you how close slavery is. They try to make you think that slavery was so long ago and that you should forget about it. Some of our grandmothers picked cotton, man. But we gotta forget about that. The Bible said do what?
Never trust thy enemy.
Don't ever trust your goddamn enemy, man. You understand? That's if you a man of God. But if you in that Christian church, if we gonna be in that Christian church, the Christian church ain't tell us what God said. Christian church want us slaves, good slaves. They used to make us Christians on them plantations, man. Make us Christians on them plantations, now we good slaves. But the religion of Christianity ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. The Bible and the religion of Christianity are two totally different things. That's why I'm reading something to you that you ain't never heard in your Christian church. Read it again.
Never trust thy enemy.
God said don't trust these white people. Your enemies, man. Read.
For like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Go ahead.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed.
You understand? Though he humble himself and give you welfare and Section 8 and stimulus checks and whatever else he give us, take heed to the so-called white man. Pay attention to him. Read.
And beware of him.
And beware of him. You understand? Read.
And thou shalt be as him, as thou hast wiped a looking glass.
You gotta be unto him as if you wiped a looking glass, man. And you gotta look, a looking glass is a magnifying glass. You gotta pay close attention to white people. Close attention to your enemies. I'm gonna give it back to the brother.
Hey, give that priest a hand. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I want to bring out, I said you should not like whore your sisters out. You know what I'm saying? Give me Leviticus. Give me Leviticus 19 and 29. Because we got to love our sisters just as well. We need to take care of our sisters just as well. You know what I'm saying? If you look out to take advantage of your sisters for sexual gain, just for her money and all this, and try to make money off her, you know what I'm saying? You don't love yourself. Because one of the dynamic parts of being a black, Hispanic, and Native American is our sisters. And right now, our sisters need to be protected. You know what I'm saying? If nobody else is going to protect them, everybody else is sex trafficking. They strippers, they up on poles, they bottle service, waitresses, half naked. You do not love yourself, because you got to love her just as yourself. Because the female is a very important part of building a nation. And you got to treat her with righteousness as the same as you want to be treated with righteousness. Read that.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter.
Do what?
Do not prostitute thy daughter.
Now take it back in the alley.
Do not prostitute thy daughter.
Now take it to a hotel room.
Do not prostitute thy daughter.
We should not prostitute our daughters. Keep reading.
To cause her to be a whore.
To cause her to be a whore. If you teaching your daughter to twerk on the video, wearing real promiscuous clothing at 5 years old, you're making her a whore. You're treating her, or you're teaching her whore's ways. And that should, all that letting her twerk in the church, you twerking in the name of the Lord. In the Bible it says what?
Do not prostitute thy daughter.
Do not to prostitute thy daughters. You know what I'm saying? Prostitution is a white custom. It's what was that, sir? The European custom. The big lashes. You know what I'm saying? Those are European customs. But we love our oppressor, and we choose all of his ways instead of the ways of the Lord. Is that all right?
Cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom.
Lest the land fall to whoredom. And that's what we got right now. Our land is falling into whoredom. We whore with other gods. We whore with other nations. We whore amongst ourselves because we learned the customs of the heathens. We got a way of life. Our way of life is written in this book. but we are ignorant. We don't let Europeans bastardize our book. They don't cover the faces of the saints. Now, Matthew, Mark, Peter, and Luke, they are white boys. Christ is a white boy. Christ, we believe this to be Christ when that's a lie. Get Deuteronomy 23 and 17.
Hey, what that brother, he just keyed in on a point that I wanna pay more attention to. Give me Jeremiah 14:2, real quick. And give me Revelation 1 and 13. Can I get this sign right here, please? Let me get this sign right here. What this brother just said was true. Everybody grew up saying this right here. Everybody grew up saying this. You look at this and you recognize who this is, right? You recognize and see who this is. Let me show you what we think about this image right here.
That's right.
That's what we think about that image right there. I'm gonna show you why, man. That image is not Jesus Christ. Don't you know that was an actual historical man, a white man? It's an actual white man. His name was Cesare Borgia. You understand? The second Pope of Rome. You ever heard of Leonardo da Vinci? That was his homosexual lover who painted him to be the face of white supremacy. And now we worship him in our black churches, man. Let me see it again. Hand it to me again. Let me show you again.
Right.
And we worship this in our black churches, man. Every Jehovah's Witnesses got this in their goddamn pamphlet. Walking around black neighborhoods trying to give black people a white God. What the hell is a nigga God at, man? Every other race on the planet got a God that look like them. When you come to black neighborhoods, you give them a white God. Let me tell you something about this Bible, man. Tell you something about this Bible. Jesus Christ was a nigga, man.
That's right.
Jesus Christ was a black man. Let me get ready to prove it to you. The Jews was black people. Okay? Give me Jeremiah 14:2.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth.
The Bible says that Judah mourneth. What does that mean? The tribe of Judah. Who is the tribe of Judah today? That's so-called American black people. American blacks and so-called African Americans. You come from the tribe of Judah in the Bible. The same tribe that Jesus Christ himself came from. The same tribe King David came from. The same tribe King Solomon came from. If you're a so-called African American, a black man in America, you from the tribe of Judah. And the Bible says that Judah is in mourning, meaning we at a low state, we sad. You ever listen to our music? Our music is an outcry for our condition. That's why the music is about drug dealing and about murdering and about heartbreak, because the tribe of Judah is in mourning. Got a whole genre of music called blues.
Right.
That's the tribe of Judah being in mourning, the so-called African American, the American black. You the tribe of Judah. The Bible said we in mourning. Read.
And the gates thereof language.
And the gates, the tribe of Judah's gates, they languish, meaning they lack. There's no protection. That's what a gate is for. A gate is to protect your household from intruders. But the Bible says that the tribe of Judah, our gates languish. We ain't got no protection. Why? Because we ain't got no leaders. We ain't got all of our leaders sell us out. So we ain't got no leaders. Our gates languish. Read.
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
The Bible said that the tribe of Judah is black. Now, why ain't your pastor reading you that, man? That's in the Bible. It's in the regular. Show it to him. It's in the regular King James Version Bible. It ain't something we wrote. Ain't no book we wrote. That's in the Bible. The same Bible in the courthouse. The same Bible your grandmama got on her dresser drawer. The same Bible in the church said that Judah is black. Read.
They are black unto the ground.
They are black just like the ground. When you dig up the soil of the ground, it's brown, black. Just like black people in America. Some of us are very light shades of brown. Some of us are very dark shades of brown. That's what black is. Give me Song of Solomon 1 and 5. I'm gonna show you some more color in the Bible. They want to say, the pastor want to tell you that color don't matter.
Right.
Color ain't in the Bible.
Right.
It's a goddamn lie, man. Color is all in the Bible. You understand? Color is all in the Bible. God made sure to put it in the Bible because he knew that somebody called the white man would paint himself as Jesus Christ.
That's right.
So he left it in the records so we can prove that Jesus Christ was a black man. Because the Bible ain't being read in these churches.
Right.
The Bible ain't being read in these churches. The Bible ain't being applied in our churches.
Right.
What's up, bro? If they was, then we wouldn't live the destructive lives we do. We live lives that's so destructive, we think that going to jail is the norm.
Right.
We think that killing and getting killed is just, another day in the hood.
Get stripes.
Yeah, your brother gets stripes. We think drug addiction is the norm. That's how much the Christian church has failed black people, man. You understand? I'm gonna show you in the Bible that these people were black people, man. They were righteous people. And if they were black people, then we can be righteous today as black people.
Right.
Give me Song of Solomon 1 and 5.
The book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black.
I am what?
I am black.
King Solomon said that I am black, man. King Solomon was a black man. The people in the Bible that you read about in the Bible, they are black people. This ain't no white man's book. The Bible ain't never been no white man's book.
That's right.
We just don't allow white people to take our book and use it against us. Why? Because we don't study. Our preachers is failing us, man. They don't use our book against us because the white man is the devil, man. What'd you say? How many wives you supposed to have? How many wives King Solomon had? 700. As many as he wanted. And that's the life you're supposed to be living, black man. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, brother. Brothers back here got multiple wives. We doing it. We live in this Bible back here. We trying to get you on our side.
That's right.
Brothers back here got multiple wives, 3, 4 wives back here. And they all know about each other. I know, that's a hard pill to swallow if you're a black man. The brother was like, God damn, I don't know about it. I got multiple women, but I don't know about them knowing about each other. Man, quit lying to that woman, man. What you lying to a woman? You lying to somebody with a slit between her goddamn legs? She got a slit between her legs and you lying to her? You scared of her because she got a slit in her legs. She got a slit in her legs and you scared of her. Quit lying to that woman. Tell her the truth about your other women, man. Be a man to stand on what you're doing. Because it's just human nature. It's human nature to if you're a black man, to want multiple women. Don't multiple women want you? It's human nature.
Right.
I'm gonna show you. Give me jump up to verse 1 to give it some context. Read.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon.
So what we're reading is what Solomon wrote. Jump down to verse 5.
Okay. Verse 5. I am black, but calmly.
King Solomon himself said, I am black, but calmly. Meaning I'm black and I'm beautiful, man. Read.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Oh, you what?
Daughters of Jerusalem.
Oh, you daughters of Jerusalem, not daughter. He talking to the daughters of Jerusalem, man. You understand? That's how King Solomon rolled. He was a ladies' man. He talking to the daughters of Jerusalem and told them, I am black and beautiful, man. That's what King Solomon said. Jump down to verse 10.
Verse 10. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
King Solomon said his cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. King Solomon had gold teeth. You ever wonder why you a black man, you like gold teeth in your mouth? It's because it's in your goddamn DNA. It's in your blood.
That's right.
King Solomon had golds in his mouth, man.
That's right.
That's an ancient tradition. That ain't something we just made up in America. But now they look at us like we what? Like we thugs. Because we put golds in our mouth. They call us thugs because we got braids in our hair. We grow our hair and our beard long. That's your culture, black man. That's how you supposed to be. You're supposed to have golds in your mouth, braids in your hair, long beards. That's your culture. That's biblical. That's how Jesus Christ looked. That's how King Solomon looked.
Right.
Read it again.
Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
The word comely means beautiful. Read it again.
Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
His cheeks are beautiful with rows of jewels. That's gold teeth, man. Read on.
thy neck with chains of gold.
And his neck with what?
Chains of gold.
Don't we like to wear gold chains around our neck, black man? The same way King Solomon was, man. You understand? We got to stop letting white people feel us uncomfortable for being us. We don't let white people make us feel uncomfortable with being black to the point where we shave our face, cut our hair off, take the golds out of our mouth, take the gold off your neck. Now we professional? Nah, man. That's their version of what professionalism is. If you really cared about your culture, you really want to be black, put them golds in your mouth like King Solomon had. Like them gold chains like King Solomon had.
Right.
Put them braids in your hair like the Israelites had in the ancient days, man.
That's right.
They're trying to make us gay and homosexual. Wearing all these tight clothes, you understand? These tight, shiny ass clothes. That's what they want us. That's what they want us to be, with a shaved face. That ain't our culture, black man. You understand? King Solomon was a black man. He had gold teeth and gold chains. Now give me the book of Revelation. I'm gonna show you how Jesus Christ looked like. They trying to tell you, oh, we don't know Jesus Christ's color. We never seen him. They recorded what he looked like in the Bible. If you're gonna know anything about Jesus Christ, you're gonna find it in the Bible. Anything about Jesus Christ, you're gonna find it in the Bible. That's what you want to know about Jesus Christ, right? Well, guess what? They told you how he looked in the Bible. Give me Revelation 1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him.
The revelation of Jesus Christ. The word revelation means to reveal. So we finna reveal how Jesus Christ looked. Jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one unlike to the Son of Man, cloaked with a garment down to the foot.
Go ahead.
The girdle about his paps with a golden girdle.
Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs was white like wool. Give me this sign, please, if you don't mind.
God.
You see this sign, right? Who you recognize this as? Recognize this is Jesus Christ, right? This is your grandma showed you when you was growing up, right? It said what? Read verse 14 again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
The Bible said that his head and his hairs was white like wool. Who got woolly hair on the earth today? Is it the Chinese? Is it the so-called white man? Is this devil right here? He got woolly hair, white woolly hair? I look at Negroes in the crowd today and I see brothers with woolly hair right now. Some of you got white woolly hair. Black people got woolly hair, man. Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes was a flame of fire.
Why was his eyes as a flame of fire? Because Jesus Christ drank wine. You understand? Jesus Christ drank wine and it made his eyes red. Read.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet look like fine brass. What color is brass? Is it white, like this man right here? Brass is brown. It said his feet was like brass, brown. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
And not only were they brown like brass, but his feet was so dark. He was so dark, it looked like he'd been burned in a goddamn furnace. Now who the hell is this devil right here, man? Who the hell is that devil in that picture right there, man? Ain't no Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was a nigga, man, from the ghettos, man.
That's right.
You want to know what Jesus Christ look like? Look at these brothers up here. That's what Jesus Christ looked like.
Shalom. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Yahweh Shemal Ladon Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. I'm President Captain Yatazak with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, telling you to come out to the 52nd annual Passover under Commanding General Yohana. Yeah, man, it's going to be at the ranch, man, the BH Ranch. And it's going to be a glorious event. April 24th, come to Houston, Texas, where we're going to serve the Lord the way he's supposed to be served. You understand? We're going to celebrate the destruction of our enemies in the BH Ranch, and it's going to be a glorious event. Make sure you come out, man. It's going to be a $200 fee to get in, but let me tell you something. You're going to enjoy yourself. This is going to be the best event you've ever been to in your life. So I'm going to tell you, man, 14149 Player Street, come out, man, and enjoy the brotherhood and sisterhood under Christ. With that, shalom.